Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at the Rouse's Point Recreation Center. It's Saturday, the 4th of January, 1992, and we're here for Cougar hockey action. Today featuring the visitors from Alexandria Bay, the Purple Ghost. And to take us through the game will be the voices of Craig the Hammer Hicks and Herman Buster Gadway.
We're in action at the Cougar Dome in Rouse Point, New York. We're the Alexandria Bay Purple Ghosts take on the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. In goal for the Cougars, we have Kurt Weierstahl. And in goal for the Purple Ghosts, we have Luke Cohen. Coaching the Cougars today is Jerry Hicks, and coach for the Purple Ghosts is Jim Vancourt. Face off. Alexandria Bay takes in their defense. Back, along the boards.
The puck dumped around Cougars defensive zone. Cougars breaking it on out. Alexandria Bay stops them into the corner. Scotty Favreau with the puck. He's got a 3-on-1 break. Favreau goes in across the shot. Nice save by Cullen. Kevin Fitz hauled down center ice. Cougars putting the pressure on here early. Dumped around Alexandria Bay net. Bigor chasing into the corner. He's down out front. The shot just a bit high. Alexandria Bay having some difficulties trying to get it out. Cougars putting the pressure on nice and early. Alexandria Bay with the puck. They got a break. Kurt Weierstahl comes out. The shot. Saved by Weierstahl. Cougars dumping along boards, looking for a line change. Alexandria Bay regrouping, dumping it in. Cougars taking out Casey Spiegel. Out front, the shot, nice save by Cullen. Scotty Post almost had it. Cullen was right there though. Post around the net, out front. Spiegel tied up, couldn't get a stick on it. Alexandria Bay gets it out. Dumped in. It's around the net, it's out front. Activity taking place in front of the Cougar net. Craig Boardman goes down, trying to get the puck out of the defensive zone of the Cougars. Game moving right along so far. Back to the point, the shot. Weierstahl couldn't find it. Craig Shinbear breaking it out for the Cougars. Over to Craig Boardman. Boardman out to center ice for Richards. Boardman taking two guys on at the same time. The shot. Weierstahl with the glove save.
The Cougars, I believe, are 7 men short-handed today. I believe from grade deficiencies. I think players they got now are going to be playing a little bit more and they'll be asked a little bit more, but I think they can handle it, don't you, Craig?
I agree with you, Buster. Purple Ghosts bringing on a good-sized team this year.
Cougar bench looking a little bit empty as face-off takes place.
A face-off. Around the net. Out front. Scotty Favreau takes the puck away. Favreau looking for Bigor. Bigor puts a stick in. No offsides. Back to the defense. Defense trying to get it up to Kevin Fitz. Fitz tied up though. Favreau going in hard. Out front, the shot. Wide of the net. Fredette has to chase. Puck bobbled right over his stick. Fredette tying it up, looking for a whistle. Referee won't give it to him. Puck's finally let go. Out in center ice now, Bigor. Alexandria Bay tied up between their own men. Wire style. Knocks it off to the side. Peter Seymour. And we're going to have an icing right here with 10:35 left into the first period. It's comfortable temperature in here today. Warmer than it has been in past games. I'd like to thank Chad Van Heusen for doing a fine job when Buster and I weren't able to make it.
We'd also like to thank Calvin Castine for taping this game, making it available for you to watch on Channel 21.
Face off to the left of wire style. Back to the point. Alexandria Bay setting it up. It's out front. Only one defense tying up men for Cougars. Cougars looking for the offensive today. Alexandria Bay always been a top contender with Northeastern. Always a close game. Cougars would like to take this victory. And Cougars are showing that they do want this game. And we have an icing coming up. We're back to action. Face off. Cougars have Richards, Boardman, and Shinveer out. Alexandria Bay. We have a whistle coming up. Offsides. Official trying to get everything situated there. Puck dumped in. Fredette chasing. Fredette trying to get up to Richards. Puck's out front. No one there tying up men for the Cougars. Cougars gain it back though. Dumped in. Boardman putting the hit on. Richards doing likewise. Alexandria Bay breaking it out, dumps it in. Cougars backtrack. Up to Boardman. Boardman looking for Richards. Cougars going to make a line change. Favreau keeps it in. Favreau puts on the brakes. Skating around. Hauled down. Alexandria Bay gets it out. Cougars skate up the ice to the shot. Wide of the net. Favreau. The shot. Glove save by Cullen. Cullen looks pretty comfortable in the net today. It's a good day for hockey out here for players and officials and the fans. Not a lot of fans on attendance today. I believe there will be more. There's a basketball game today, so that's probably where everybody is, where all the heat is.
Yeah, it is a little bit more heated in basketball as it is in hockey. Shot by Scott Post. Another shot. Big J Torville.
Cougars can't get anything going. Cullen jumps on it for the save. Cougars had 3 rebounds right there, but Alexandria Bay doing a fine job of stopping Cougars from getting the shot off. And Cullen doing his job in the net, making that first save, and defense's job is to get it out on the rebound. So that was a fine job playing by both parts, Cougars and Alexandria Bay. The face-off, Spiegel taking the center position for the Cougars. Post. Scotty Post, who's a freshman this year, seeing some ice time. Casey Spiegel. The shot.
The freshmen of Northeastern are playing excellent this year, I believe. Casey Spiegel, who's only an 8th grader, seeing a lot of time, playing very good. Scott Post, Pete Seymour, Michael Miller,
and Marty Sample as well. Jerry Hicks and Rick Hunter deserve all the credit, though. They've done a fine job with this Cougar team this year. I've been able to attend some practices, and they get a good workout out there, and they benefit from it. Bill Carey taking the face-off for the Cougars. Kevin Fitz taken down center ice. Alexandria Bay going in. Burdett stops him. Peter Seymour. Looking for some Cougar players. Burdett dumps it in, the shot. Cullen knocks to the side. Big J Torville dumbing it in, being taken down. Another unlikely scene. Richards has 2 guys on him. Richards fighting for that puck. Out front, the shot. Nice save by Cullen. Fitty, the rebound. Alexandria Bay dumps it out. Eric Richards tries to look for the center for Boardman. Boardman not there in time. Alexandria Bay dumps it down. Eric Richards losing his stick on the play. Alexandria Bay down in the corner. Cougars trying to get it out. Alexandria Bay putting the pressure on. It's out front, the shot, nice save by Kurt Weierstahl. Cougars dumb it down, they're racing. Cougars keep it in. Cougars still keep it in. Not for long as Alexandria Bay works it in the neutral zone. 3-on-3. The shot. Saved by Weierstahl. The rebound. A save again by Weierstahl. The intensity is rising here. The shot again. Nice save by Kurt Weierstahl. Cougars. Here they come. They got a 3-on-1, folks. The shot, the save. Alexandria Bay bringing it back out. Alexandria Bay trying to get it out. They do. Off the shin pad of Kevin Fitz. Cullen comes out. Duto. The shot. Stop. Shot again. Cullen saves it. Favreau goes in. We have one going, folks. There may be some penalties coming up to Northeastern and Alexandria Bay. And I think it's going to be Scotty Favreau for the Cougars on a roughing.
Number 20, Brian Haltman for Purple Ghost was also involved in that. Him and Scotty were duking it out there for a while.
Both teams now shorthanded for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Cougars have to keep away from the box. That's brought them their downfall in the past is the penalties. But Cougars known for their aggressiveness out here, especially with the home ice advantage. They get really wild out here. Alexandria Bay Dumps it down. Corey Duto puts on the brakes around the net. Working it up. Dumps it down. We're going to have an icing coming up, folks. And we'll be right back. The face-off. Duto going around the net. Duto making the rush. Cougars have 4 strong Cougar players out there. Duto again with the rush. He's all tied up out in front. Richards. He winds up. Alexandria Bay defense. Across to Shinver. Shinver changing sides of the rink. Alexandria Bay winds up the shot. Wide of the net. Out front again. Shot again. Wide. Cougars with the puck. Shinver has 3 guys to beat. Taken down though. Penalties are over now for both Cougars and Alexandria Bay. Alexandria Bay works it down. The draw pass, the shot. Nice save by Kurt Weierstahl, and Weierstahl will jump on it. Chad Van Heusen making it in attendance today. Getting a good shot of him right there. He's got some friends with him too. We're back to action. We got Chad Van Heusen up in the press box with us. What do you think about the game so far, Chad?
Well, at least the Cougars are staying with him today. After losing a few players for disciplinary reasons, I didn't know if they'd keep up with them that much. But they're doing a pretty good job today.
We have a whistle. All the way back down into the Cougar defensive zone. Face-off going to be to left to Weierstahl. Looks like Eric Richards taking it for the Cougars. Cougars breaking it out. Bigor looking for Favreau. Alexandria Bay looking to get the shot off. Out front, the shot wide of the net. Alexandria Bay setting it up. And we have a penalty coming up, I believe, to the Cougars for tripping. I believe the penalty is going to be to Jamie Bigor. We have 2:19 remaining. And we'll be right back. Back to action. Cougars dumbing it down. Cougars going to be shorthanded for a minute and a half. They have to work on the box right here and get the puck all the way down the ice as many times as possible so that Alexandria Bay can't get anything going and capitalize on the power play. And we're going to have a whistle coming up. Frozen puck along the boards.
I think this game so far, Craig, has been a goalies game. Weierstahl and Cullen both playing excellent games. Weierstahl, I think, has a few more saves, though.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, both goalies have made superb saves throughout the game. Cullen, he had 2 or 3 times where he just came out big with the save, and Weierstahl, shown right there, he's done an outstanding job today too. Goalies really don't get all the credit that they deserve. The game all the time depends on them. Alexandria Bay bringing it out. Weierstahl puts it around the net for Jason Torville. Puck shot down the ice. Kevin Fitz chasing. We have less than a minute left here in the first period. No score. Out front, Cougars tying up their men. Cougar penalty over now. Cougars going to try to put in a quick one there before the period ends. Trying to keep it out of their end. Alexandria Bay winds up the shot wide of the net. Cougars coming down. Scotty Favreau. He's got no one to beat. It's out front. And there's a whistle. I didn't believe the puck was covered up, but the official has to decide that so that nothing gets stirred up in front of the net and there's no hostilities taking place. A lot of action here this first period. Be surprised to see what happens in the second and third period. Face off, back to the point. Cougars only have 13 seconds left. Shenbear gets it out front. Cullen coming out. The puck is covered up. We got 5 seconds left. Cougars putting the pressure on right to the end. Jerry Hicks must be pretty happy with his hockey club right now. You know, seeing that they don't give up those last few seconds, because that's all it takes to end the game. Eric Richards is going to take the face-off for the Cougars. The face-off. It's out front. And the period's to an end. The Cougars get one quick shot off. I'm going to turn it over now to Buster Gadway, who has a few words to say.
For all you fans out there who are looking forward to the Hot Stove League today, we're sorry to inform you that there won't be an edition of it. This is because of lack of people who want to appear on the show. I know it seems strange with the show, but it's hard to get a guest on the show. So our next hockey game, I think we'll have Meg Carey on our show. As score ends 0-0, first period's done.
We're back at the Recreation Center in Ross's Point, the Cougar Dome. I'm Craig Hicks along with Buster Gadway and Calvin Castine. Kicking off second period. No score yet in the game. In case you're just joining us. Fine game so far. Both teams playing superb. Both have tight defense and good offense today. The Cougars, Matt Fredette. Going back around the net. Cougars trying to set something up. Alexandria Bay is short-handed temporarily. The penalty. Alexandria Bay winds up the shot. Nice save by Kurt Weierstahl.
I haven't seen Eric Sawicki on ice today. I don't believe he's out for grade deficiencies, but I'm not sure he is. Do you know, Craig?
No, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait for the official word to come out.
I'd like to take this time to thank all our viewers for watching us, and if you have any questions or comments, you can either talk to me or myself or Craig personally, or write to Craig Hicks at 41 Pratt Street, Rouse's Point, New York, 12979.
The shot, Weierstahl again with the save. It's in the pads. He couldn't find it, so he just fell down. Showing some discipline right there. More fans on attendance. Cougars have to be on their best behavior. Got Principal Bob Musso here today. And Jerry Hicks has to be careful not to lose his temper. Corey Duto. And we almost had our first puck of the year up here.
No, Craig, I don't believe you're right there. We've had a few pucks up here this year. Not directly in our press box, but our Hot Stove League set has been damaged many times because of the pucks.
Alexandria Bay wants to put Two new skaters on the ice, changing a whole line. Scotty Favreau taking the center position for the Cougars. Duto looks up for Vigor. Vigor dumps along the boards, trying to get it to Favreau. Duto with the puck again. Dumps it up the boards. And there's an icing.
Tutu almost clipped that guy's head back there. Guy got down to the ground, to the ice very fast. We have a good game going here. 13:38 left in the second period. Score still 0-0.
Cougars playing strict defense here. Wire style doing a fine job. Defense doing a fine job of getting the puck out. Now hopefully Cougars get some offense going and put a couple in the net. Get a comfortable lead. Richards taking the face-off for the Cougars. Jason Torville with the puck. He's hit. Out front, Duto. Up to Richards. Richards trying to put it through the skates of the Ghosts. And Richards again. He puts it out front, no one there. Puck dumped in, Duto. Being tied up there in center ice. Duto not too happy with that. We have penalty coming up now to the Cougars, to Craig Boardman. And to Alexandria Bay, number 16, Steve Shulett. Now both teams are down, 4 men. Cougars doing a pretty good job of staying out of the box this game. Cougars shoot it down. We're going to have an icing coming up. So we're going to pause now for a message. We'll be right back. We're back. Eric Richards. He's going to wind up the shot. Nice save by Cullen. Almost went right through. May have taken his glove off. Eric Richards has a hard slap shot. Craig Shinver now with the puck. He's got one man to beat. The shot. They score! Holy cow. Craig Shinver puts in the first one of the Cougars. Cougar fans love it. Cougars on top now, 1-0. One goal is not going to be enough, though. I have a feeling Alexandria Bay, a very tough team known for their comebacks. Face off. Back down in Alexandria Bay. Defensive zone. Dumping it down. Torville putting the hit on. Alexandria Bay. Back to the point. The shot. Oh, just wider than that. The shot again. They saved by Weierstahl. Good blocker save right there. We have one going here. Jason Torville was hauled down. Torville unappreciative and fans unappreciative of this call. Torville feels that he had no part in that penalty, and Scotty Favreau, captain of the Cougars, is going to try and talk it over to the referees, see what the problem is. We're back. Penalties being sorted out. Cougars trying to understand why Jason Torville was put in the box. Tough decision for the officials. I mean, their eyes are on the puck, and when they see something like that going, they have to hand out penalties and let everybody know the game's in control. But I have a feeling those penalties are going to spark up something here, and I have a feeling there's going to be a little more liveliness taking place. Both teams are down 3 skaters. The shot wide of the net. To the point. The shot. Nice save by Kurt Weierstahl. Kurt Weierstahl felt it right there. Got right in between the pad and the pant.
I think with only 3 skaters and the goalies on the ice, I think that's going to prove who's the better goalie right here. We got only 1 second left on one of the Cougars' penalties, and same thing on the purple Ghost. But they both still got another man in the box.
The face-off. Nice save by Kurt Weierstahl. The players that are ineligible because of grade deficiencies should be back within a couple of weeks. And we have another one going with Matt Fredette. Eric Richards breaks it out. Richards on a break. The shot. Nice save by Cullen. Not that many fans, but it is loud in here.
I believe it is Linda Fredette who has the cowbell, and that certainly rises up the Cougar fans and gets them ready for cheering more.
We're back. Next edition of the Hot Stove League. We're trying to have Linda Fredette be our next guest. Cougars. One on the hit. Eric Richards trying to get it out, but Alexandria Bay putting the pressure on. Cougars. Cougars having difficulty getting it out right now. And Eric Richards just dumps it down so that there can be a stoppage and Cougars can regroup and get set.
Face-off is going to take place. Scotty Favreau taking for the Cougars, but loses the draw. Weierstahl with a nice glove save. Cougars players right now are talking, thinking of what strategies to use to overcome the purple ghost. Will be another face-off to end the Cougar zone. I believe Scotty Favreau will take it. On ice right now we have P.T. Bigor, Pete Seymour, Matt Fredette, Scott Favreau, and I believe Eric Richards. Kevin Fitz, that is, sorry. Fitz with the puck right now, trying to dump it down. Matt Fredette takes it. Back over to Scott Favreau, who very good skater. I think he'll get it down the ice. Whoa, Bigor goes down. Alex Bay dumps it in the Cougar zone. Pete Seymour tries to take care of that. Cougars going down. Yes! Kevin Fitz with the goal.
Very, very, very nice shot. Fitz picked his top corner, put it in. Cougars are up now 2-0. Alexandria Bay back to full strength. We got 9:28 left in the second period, and we'll be right back.
Kevin Fitz had that goal unassisted with number 5 Scott Post in the game for the Cougars. Number 8 Kevin Blow. Cougars see a 2-0 lead. I think they're banking on Kurt Weierstahl to keep that lead too. Kurt with a nice shutout going.
Kurt Weierstahl working on his shutout. He's made a lot of nice saves today. Into the corner. Uto trying to go in strong. Cougars have their freshman line out. Corey Duto looks up for Scott Post. Everybody out of the net. And I believe we have just an offsides coming up. Great game today. Do you think 2 goals is enough, Buster, for the Cougars?
If Wearstall keeps on playing the way he has been, I definitely think. He's working on shutout right now, and I believe he'll achieve that goal.
Our scoring summary so far in the second period is Craig Shinveer getting the first one for the Cougars, and Kevin Fitz dumping the insurance goal in. It's out front. Cougar defense wasn't there to stop the man. The shot from the point. Weierstall gets a glove on it. Very, very good game. A lot of activity. Eric Richards taking the face-off for the Cougars. Alexandria Bay being tied up. Matt Fredette puts along the boards for Craig Boardman. Boardman looking for Shinveer. Shinveer racing. Shinveer's fast. He wins. Dumps it in. Alexandria Bay breaking it out. The shot. Nice save by Kurt Weierstall. Back to the point. He drives the shot. Another fine save by 2 saves by Kurt Weierstall. Cougars looking a little tired here. Can't make any mistakes. They dump it down. Cougars going to make a line change on the icing. Back to the point. Alexandria Bay in the neutral zone, dumps it in. Jason Torville puts it along the boards, up to Kevin Fitz. Fitz. Corey Duto. Look for Bill Carey. Carey and Torville not cooperating. Loose puck. Marty Sample going in the boards, showing he's not afraid. Out front, Cougars doing a fine job tying up the man right there. Jason Torville with the puck. Jason Torville seeing a lot of ice time today, as you see him being dumped right there. Got off balance. You don't see that seen too many times. Duto puts it out front. No Cougar players there. Cougars making a line change. Dumped down. Game very fast paced right now. I think the Cougars have a hurt player. Over in the corner, it looks like Corey Duto's hurt. Down. I don't know if he's cut or if he got the wind knocked out of him. Rick Hunter and Jerry Hicks coming out. Coming to see what's wrong with him. Once we get the official word up here, we'll clue you in on what's going on. It looks to be as if Corey Duto injured his arm out there. Rick Hunter and Jerry Hicks doing some first aid out there. I don't think we're going to see too much more of Duto today.
It's too bad, too, because Duto, captain for the Cougars, definitely, I'd say, the best defenseman they have. But I think the other Cougar defensemen, only Pete Seymour, Matt Fredette, and Jay Torville are left, I think.
Duto also one of the key players for the Cougars. He's the one that keeps Cougars in the game most of the time, you know, keeping them in the game mentally and just keeps them up.
Yeah, Duto's a 3-year veteran, and he knows all about high school hockey and coaches younger players along. Being captain, him and Scotty Favreau do a lot to boost young players' morale.
Getting ready to face things here off. There we got 5:43 left into the second period. Alexandria Bay with the puck, dumping it down. Alexandria Bay around the Cougar net, trying to stuff it in. Back to the point. Can't get through. Here goes Scotty Favreau, folks. I think we're going to see one come up right here, and we do. No. Nice save by Luke Collin. Favreau was about 2 inches away from a goal.
Scotty Favreau just missing a goal. I've never seen anybody skate like that. He's moved down the ice. He's down in about 2 seconds. And Scotty will take the face-off down in the purple ghost and the defensive end. Number 10. Kenny curled him, man. Takes it back. Pete Seymour over to tries to get to Favreau. Shinver gets shoved against the boards. Oh, we got a little brawl going over there. Excuse me, that was Bigor.
Both teams gonna make a line change, I believe. No, just Cougars. Cougars have to make those quick line changes. They don't have the big roster at present moment. Every minute they have to make a line change, and so they can get rested up. In front of the net, Cougars trying to get it out front. No one there for the Cougars. Looks as if Eric Richards is on defense right now for the Cougars. And he is. I think he's taking over Corey Duto's spot. Corey Duto going in the locker room. I don't think he'll be back out here today. Hopefully he's not gone for more than this game, because Cougars really need him. Alexandria Bay can't get the shot out. Craig Shinver trying to rush it up. Alexandria Bay out front. Richards showing his defensive skills. Boardman putting a little shot on net. Cougars have to chase back. Off the post. Weierstahl did a fine job cutting down the angle right there. Cougars get it out. Kevin Blow with the rush. He's going to be tied down. We have a penalty coming up. Maybe a penalty shot. It could very well be a penalty shot for the Cougars, because the Cougars were in the process of shooting at the time he was hauled down. And I think Jerry Hicks is going to ask him for a penalty shot.
Eric Richards, a man who can play anything, as seen, playing defense and doing a fine job at it.
I haven't seen him in goalie in a while, though.
I bet if you put the equipment on him, he can do it.
.329 remaining into the second period. Cougars up 2-0. The face-off. Cougars try to get it back to the point. Alexandria Bay into the corner. Casey Spiegel right there, shooting it down. He was looking for Post. Post couldn't pick it up. Now it's going to be brought all the way back down. Alexandria Bay in the box. right now. Cougars have the advantage. Try and capitalize and get a goal. The face-off. Alexandria Bay trying to get the quick shot off. Richards doing a fine job of tying him up. Begor. At the end of this year, Cougars are going to be losing a few players. Key players at that. Duto being one of them. Begor. Favreau. Scotty Favreau resembles the long-lost Chad Welch, who used to play for Northeastern.
Another very important player, the most important I'd say, would be Weirstall. He's going to Syracuse University. He's been all-star team 2 years. I'm sure he'll make it again this year.
Alexandria Bay working their way in the shot, and they save by Kurt Weirstall. Cougars get it out. Alexandria Bay offsides right now. Jason Torville with the puck. Uh-oh. Alexandria Bay out front. The shot wide of the net. Weirstall coming out good. Takes down the angle. All there is to shoot at is a corner. We have a whistle.
Back to action in the Cougar zone. Kevin Blow, I believe, taking that face off. Taking it, bringing it back. Excuse me, that was Scott Post. Or Bill Carey. Third time's the charm today. Shot by Craig Boardman. Alexandria Bay makes the rush, but Craig Shinver, a little pass to Matt Fredette. Matt Fredette, very aggressive player this year. I see. I think the reason he's got so much better is his gain in weight and size. He's much bigger this year and showing it on ice. A lot harder checks, and he's just playing the puck a lot better. Very important to the Cougars.
We have just a little over a minute here. I wonder what Jerry Hicks is going to tell his team during the second period intermission. What do you think he's going to say?
Well, I think he's going to tell them to keep on playing hard, because even with only a 2-goal lead, they can bring that back in a matter of seconds.
I think he'd also like to see a couple more goals go in the net. Alexandria Bay has the puck right now, giving it up. Casey Spiegel dumps it down. Kevin Blow gonna race against Luke Cullen. Just wide of the net. Cullen not in the net. Cougars got a quick shot off, but it was wide. Alexandria Bay going down. They shoot. Fredette prevents the shot. Alexandria Bay out front. The rebound. Spiegel doing a nice job of tying up the man. Kevin Blow goes down. He puts up a quick shot. Still out front. We got 14 seconds left. Alexandria Bay dumps it down around the net. Out front. Fredette taken down. That could spark up something. The shot from the point wide of the net. Then that period is over. Fredette, not too happy. He's been hit from behind and everything, and he's getting off some words with number 4, Matt Parker of Alexandria Bay. Well, folks, at the end of 2, we got the Cougars up top 2-0. Scoring summary so far: Craig Shinver putting in the first goal, and Kevin Fitz putting in the insurance goal for the Cougars. We'll be right back.
We're back. Start the third period off. Cougars posting a 2-0 lead. The word on Corey Duto is he has a dislocated shoulder. I believe he'll be out for a few games, if not the rest of the year. That's too bad for the Cougars. I'd like to thank the Rouse's Point Rescue Squad, who who came very speedy to help Curry out. Right now he's in the back of the ambulance on his way to a hospital, I guess.
Cougars in the neutral zone. Kevin Fitz dumping it in. Scotty Favreau trying to hit it out of Luke Cullen's glove. 2 goals is not going to be enough, and that's the word going around the Cougar Dome right now. Alexandria Bay, a tough team. Cougars outplaying in this game. Have to be strong though this third period in order to win the game. Kurt Weierstall working on his shutout. The face-off. Alexandria Bay around the net. Cougars would like to win this game for Corey Duto. Cougars just got a bad break on something like that. Hopefully Duto's not out too long and we wish him a speedy recovery. Shot right there wide of the net. Alexandria Bay going up the shot. Kurt Weierstall with the save. Yeah. Scotty Favreau into the corner, putting on the brakes. He's tied up. He's tying up the puck though. He's not letting that puck out of there. And this game's gonna get a little physical, I have a feeling. What do you think, Buster?
I think Northeastern is gonna want to pay back the Alexandria Bay Purple Ghosts for what they did to their captain, Corey Duto. It's unbelievable. Corey's hockey career, his last year of high school, is cut down because of violence that wasn't even needed in the game. Granted, they need checking, but the guy went a little bit too far on that. Cougars win the face-off. Craig Chinver. Little nip shot by Marty Sample there. Number 7 taking it down for Alexandria Bay. Takes a shot way wide. Weierstall doesn't even worry.
Into the corner. So Matt Fredette getting it up. Craig Boardman going in strong into the corner. He's hit. He's got the puck though. Cougars lose possession. Alexandria Bay gets it out. Cougar defense trying to get it up to shoot it down the ice. No icing, it was on net. I think the referee's going to tell Luke Cullen to keep the puck in play a little more, keep the game going at a fast pace. Officials doing a fine job of keeping the game under control so far. Casey Spiegel taking the face-off for the Cougars. Alexandria Bay wins the draw. Into the corner. Activity taking place out front. Scotty Post not there. Capitalize and put it in for the Cougars. It's in the neutral zone. Casey Spiegel racing down against Alexandria Bay. Alexandria Bay getting it out. Cougars dumping it back in, but Alexandria Bay takes the puck, working their way up. Across. They shoot. Wide of the net. The shot again from the point. And we have a whistle coming up. We're going to have a penalty coming up here, folks. Got to find out who it is and what it's for. Alexandria Bay is going to be in the box. No, Casey Spiegel is going to be in the box for the Cougars. At the end of the game, I'd like to remind you, Buster and I are going to select a Cougar player of the game and a team player of the game. Cougars shoot it down. The Cougars are the ones that got the penalty on that one. It looked to me as if Alexandria Bay was on top of Casey Spiegel. In the neutral zone, Alexandria Bay. Bring it inside the Cougar zone. Around the net. Back to the point. The shot. Man in the crease outside. We're back because of camera difficulties. You didn't miss too much, but right now we have a penalty coming up to Alexandria Bay Purple Ghost, tripping on number 20, Brian Haltman. And in 38 seconds, Cougars are going to be on a power play. Face-off's going to be inside of Purple Ghost zone. Cougars have top contenders out on the ice right now. Craig Shinbury going to take the face-off for the Cougars. Face-off. Alexandria Bay ends up with the puck. Nice play right there by Craig Boardman. No icing. Shinbury. Back to the point, the shot, the rebound, the net's off. That was an unintentional kick, get the pulse off. Luke Cullen looks as if he might be in a little pain. Toes might be cold, and kicking that metal post gives you a little shock out there. Probably took a nick out of his skates too as well. The face-off. Cougars trying to keep it in, but it's dumped down, and there's going to be an icing coming up to Alexandria Bay.
I hope the Cougars can hold their lead here. Game getting a little bit more rough, but referees seem to keep it under control. Scotty Favreau take the face-off for the Cougars and wins the draw. Tries to get a quick shot. Back. Ooh, Shinbury just missed. Back to Kevin Fitz. Whistle blows.
Face-off just outside Alexandria Bay defensive zone. Cougars dump it in. Cougars have two men chasing. Kevin Fitz puts it out front. Bigor couldn't put it through Cullen. Cullen doing a nice job right there. Shot all the way down. Kurt Weierstall knocks off to Matt Fredette. Fredette along the boards. Jamie Bigor couldn't keep a stick on it. Alexandria Bay dumps it back down. Penalty for the Cougars is over. Now Alexandria Bay is down one man. Cougars are on a power play. Cougars with the puck. Look up for Kevin Fitz. Fitz loses possession. Back in the neutral zone. Back to the Cougar defense. Up to Bigor. Alexandria Bay reverses it. Takes control. Dumped back into the neutral zone. Seems that all both teams are doing is keeping it in the neutral zone. Puck doesn't stay for any certain amount of period of time in a certain zone. Both teams are equally matched in my opinion. And in every fan's opinion that's in here, I would say.
I think they're equally matched, but Luke Cullen, excellent goalie, but I'd say Weirstall's a better goalie. He's had more shots on him, hasn't let one by him. Luke Cullen's had enough shots on him, but 2 slipped by. Cougars a much smaller team, but their speed takes them places where they should be.
It's in the Alexandria Bay defensive zone. Cougars trying to put the pressure on, putting in another insurance goal. Back to the point. Alexandria Bay making a line change as well as the Cougars. Craig Shinbeer backhands it, couldn't get it in the zone. And we're going to have an icing come up here with 7:52 left in the third period.
Back to action here. Going towards the Cougars' defensive end. Craig Shinbeer. Whistle blows. I'm not sure what the call is on that. What do you think? I think it's an offsides call. Couldn't tell what the referee was saying because there's a man in front of him, but the game in the third period goes a little bit more slow. We have 7 minutes and 43 seconds left. Cougars still posting 2-0 lead.
We must have been bad or something. Santa Claus didn't grant us our wish and bringing us our heater up here, so we keep a little warm while doing the games.
I didn't even get a piece of coal this year. If we had some coal, we could at least warm it up.
In the neutral zone. Cougars looking for Scott Post. Post tied up though. Back to the point. Cougars get it out. The shot, glove save. Kevin Blow, very nice wrist shot. Score still 2-0, Cougars on top.
If you look at the Purple Ghost, it seems that almost all of them are captains. It's like managers at McDonald's or something.
The face-off, Cougars get the quick shot off, Scotty Favreau. Colin stops it, looks as if he maybe in a little pain or something. Referee is going to check him out. Maybe had the wind knocked out of him or something right there. Coaches of Purple Ghosts think Favreau should have ended up in the box on that play for hitting after the whistle, but face off, back to Fitz. Fitz, nice shot, nice save by Luke Cullen. Dumped around the boards. Peter Seymour keeps it in. He's hauled down. Puck dumped all the way down. We're going to have an icing coming up here. Third period, more stops in this period than there has been throughout the game. When it gets down to those last couple minutes, though, that's where all the intensity is going to be.
I think this last period is making everybody cold. I don't know about you, Craig, but I'm freezing up here.
The face-off. Back to the Cougars have it. The shot. Torville trying to get a stick under Cullen's glove to see if he could poke it in the net. While Corey Duto is out, Jason Torville will probably take over the captain position of the defense, and the defense is going to rely on him. Marty Sample facing after the Cougars. The face-off back. Cougars. Craig Boardman couldn't get it up. Alexandria Bay passing back and forth. They make a mistake. The Shinver goes in strong. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt them. Back to the point. Richards, this shot. He scores! Just as I anticipated, that passing back and forth came back to haunt the Purple Ghost. Gives the Cougars a 3-0 lead now. Eric Richards putting in the goal from the point. I think he may find himself playing more defense in the future. 6:02 remaining in the third period. Buster, what do you think of that play?
Richards just drilled that puck. Although Cohen got a little piece of it, he didn't quite stop it. Just trickled in after it.
And we're going to have a timeout, so we'll be right back. We're back. Both teams called a timeout there. Alexandria Bay going to try and put in a couple goals in these last couple minutes. Try to get back in the game. Cougars are up now by 3. Cougars can hold on. Kurt Weierstahl looking for a shutout. He must be pretty nervous in that net right now. Scotty Post doing a fine job of keeping it in. Puts a quick shot on net. Little hitting after the whistle right there. Nothing starting. Both teams going to make a line change real quick.
Cougars hope to finish the game off with a shutout for Kurt Weierstahl. Scotty Farrell takes a face-off, gives a shot to Jay Torville, who just misses. Scotty sends it again. Kevin Fitz with the goal. Make it second of the day. Cougars take a 4-0 lead.
Nice teamwork right there by that Cougar line. With Jason Torville, Jamie Begor, Scotty Favre, Eric Richards, and Kevin Fitz. Good combination right there. And that probably a future power play line right there. As Jerry Hicks looks on. It's quieted down here in the Cougar Dome. And we have an icing coming up.
Cougars with a 4-0 lead. The third period with 5:14 left in the game. It's as if Bill Carey took the face-off for the Cougars. Back to Richards. Or to Jay Torville. Took a shot. Sorry about that.
We have some hostilities taking place, folks. Eric Richards and number 4 of the Ghosts, Matt Parker. Eric Richards is going to be in the box, as well as Matt Parker. Cougars up now, 4-0. Weierstahl very edgy in his net. The face-off. Cougars dump it in. Both teams short-handed temporarily. Alexandria Bay dumps it in. Goes around the net. Fredette trying to put some moves on. Boardman goes in to help. It's back to the point. The shot. Nice save. Kurt Weierstahl. In the corner. Alexandria Bay gets it back to the point. No one there. The shot. Wide of the net. And it's out of the zone. Alexandria Bay dumps it back in on Weierstahl. Weierstahl getting tested right here. Craig Shinver picks it up. Shinver making the rush. He goes in, he shoots just wide of the net. Luke Cullen just got his stick on it. Nice play by Shinver and Luke Cullen. Boardman goes in hard into the boards. May have sparked. Alexandria Bay right there. And the puck was iced down. I don't think there's any penalties coming up. Luke Cullen shouting at the referee. Thinks Craig Boardman should be in the box. Saying that he may have gotten his stick up there. What do you think, Buster?
I think if anybody should be in the box, it should be number 17, Brent Coy, who was keeping Boardman away from playing. He's holding him against the boards for a number of seconds and stop Boardman playing. Boardman has certainly come along with a hard check this year.
It's starting to get a little physical out here, folks. Sit back and enjoy. There's a whistle. It's all the way down to the other end. Delayed offsides. Cougars gonna put out their big guns pretty soon. Casey Spiegel centering it off for the Cougars against number 11, Chad McCauley. Should be a pretty good duel right here. Spiegel very fast. And Spiegel wins it. Back to the point. Alexandria Bay tag teaming on Cougar defense right there. Matt Fredette. In the neutral zone. Cougars dump it in. Luke Cullen dumps it around the net. Scotty Post gonna go in hard for the Cougars out front. No one's there. The shot. Oh, Post tries to kick it in. It's getting very active out here. And someone was just hit pretty hard. It looked like Spiegel. Now Post is hit hard. Post is going at one. It's getting very active out here, folks. Very, very exciting. Three players have to take on Scott Post. Alexandria Bay, known for their rowdiness, as well as the Cougars. I think Jerry Hicks is going to put his big guns out, and he is.
I think Jerry Hicks and Rick Hunter don't want to see their players beat up like that. I just don't believe 3 players on Scott Post, and Scott still came up smiling. Kid certainly has some get up and go. It's a rowdy game, and well, let's just hope the Cougars can keep their lead, keep the shutout, and get the game over with.
Cougars don't want to see any game misconducts now. That's what Alexandria Bay is trying to do, is they're trying to tantalize them so that they may start something, and then Cougars, whoever gets in a fight is thrown out for the next couple games. So it's really not worth it in the last 2 minutes of the game. Alexandria Bay trying to take the shutout away from Kurt Weierstahl with 1:45 left into the game. Shinver chasing down hard. Marty Sample looking for Shinver. Shinver gets a stick on it. Alexandria Bay setting it up. They get it back to the point. Cougars, Shinver. Nice stick handling right there. Gets it across to Marty Sable. Marty Sable shoots. Oh, just wide of the net. That would have been a pretty play right there. 1 minute left in the game. Kurt Weierstahl has to be tough. Nice save. Weierstahl must be on the edge right now. Cougars have to keep it out. Cougars are going to put out the big guns now. Richards goes in. Richards looking for Bigor. Richards over to Favreau. Favreau goes around. Can't get the shot off. It was stopped. Cougars still keep it in. 16 seconds left. Kurt Weierstahl is on his way to a shutout. Cougars on their way to a victory. Cougars may have another opportunity here to score. And no, just over the net. Kevin Fitz. And the game is over. Cougars win. Cougars win. Holy cow. 4-0. Kurt Weierstahl, very happy. Jerry Hicks, very happy. And Rick Hunter, very happy. It's been a great game.
Now for the game totals. Cougars won the game 4-0 against Alexandria Bay Purple Ghosts. That improves the record to 4-2. I believe Kurt Weierstahl has his first regular shutout of regular season this year. The goals went to Shinver, Fitz, Richards, and then Fitz again. Corey Duto sustaining a shoulder dislocation. Let's all wish him well so he can be back for the end of the season.
Thanks a lot for joining us today. Signing off, this is Craig Hicks, speaking in part for Calvin Castaigne and Buster Gadway.